Space Coop, take me to Pluto.
Fuck who you is, nigga. Y'all know that already. All I was down on the score, they can't throw the ass. And we call quiet, we rolling in that grass. I'm running up, turn that shit up. Put these long dreads. Okay, and Westside Kev got me letting them go. Down bad on the score. Nigga, they put him on their curves. Why? Quiet with the dread in their dreads. Like, hey, I'm gonna run that thing by trying to run it. And that's never his ass. And we crush niggas in the car. And then every month we going to score. And they try to cross me. I know the niggas coming on the bell. They thought that was broke. What up? Reefy.
Two boys in a drill, tapping all on his body. My new foreign bitch don't even speak English. I think that bitch Somali. All these niggas talking this gangsta shit, they raps don't got nobody. You can go ask about me, I'm a slider, and on top of that, I'm providing. Bitch gon' eat my dick right off the rip. Only took that bitch to hibachi. Bitch, I've been a boy, I've been having shit since top 10s and Bacardi. Every time I get on the plane, they checking me. This shit got hot. Ever catch a mailman trying to steal my package, he getting killed while he still on the clown. I'm the rapper, I still be trapping. I won't hesitate to spin nigga block. I swear the 8 quit since mirrored out. HL got shot and screamed for the cops. I love my niggas, I hate when we broke his. That shit hurt the most. Yo, with the last straw at the bro died. We turned like so many blocks to go. I done had money so long, that shit don't come in a briefcase. I don't want to post. Logano split all of my charges. I ain't gonna lie, my lawyer really goaded. We be chasing niggas down for fun. I'm with Yak right now on the run. Diddy and Pop got charged for homicide. They locked for murder one. Like how they try to lock us up for them. I can't even leave without my gun. It's all these baby disrespectfuls. I swear these niggas are my sons. And if that Glock ain't got a button, I'm gonna take that F in.
We busting your shit, yo.
Yeah.
We got that dog now. You know we coming, man. Baltimore.
Damn, bro. Rest in peace, YBC dude, man. I mean, it was kind of foreshadowed that things are gonna happen, but like, this is one of them artists that I'm glad I was able to start listening to his music when he was alive because, bro, music is actually amazing.
Nigga, go check the fucking little boys keep getting broke the ass. Somebody go give them.
All right, I need to calm down. I need to calm down. All right, what's going on, man? What's going on, y'all? I didn't end up doing. Typically, my live schedule is Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I didn't actually end up going live on Saturday because I posted that interview with Salehe, and I was just like, I'm gonna kind of just let that breathe a little bit. I'm not gonna try to oversaturate with any videos or anything like that. But I do just kind of want to like talk about it now that the video's out. I think I'm gonna get into. I think Complex at the moment is doing their top 10 list. So hopefully by the time I stop yapping, because I know they well into the conversation, I hope by the time that I stop yapping, they would have like did their top sneakers of the year. My homie's in Vegas right now, and he's like sending me what they are saying at the moment. But yeah, so I'm gonna do a recap of the Salehe interview. I'm gonna go to Hypebeast, and then I'm gonna talk about Complex just in case they announce whatever the top sneaker was for the year. But post Salehe interview, let me just say this, bro. I have asked many of people to be on Cloth Talk. Again, I'm a small channel, bro. I'm not saying I'm really pulling in numbers like that. I'm not saying I have this big time YouTube account, voice within like the culture. And I've asked many of people to be on. Some people have, asked to be on. Some people I've asked to be on. Some people I've scheduled. Everything was ready. X, Y, and Z. And then the day of, they say, oh, yeah, no, I can't show up. And it's like, I get it because, like, I'm not like a Complex. I'm not a hype beast. I'm not a, X, Y, and Z. But it's just so interesting to me that somebody who was on, as far as their impact within the culture of just overall sneakers. Somebody like him. One, he also followed me back on the gram. That was crazy. He also dual shared the post, so it got shown to his followers and mine. He shared it on the story, shared the link on the story, X, Y, and Z. And I don't expect everybody to do that. You know, it's cool. Like, but it is just interesting seeing how somebody who has a platform such as him and the lengths that he went to actually like kind of just show love to my page. So I definitely just want to give a shout out to Salehe, bro. That was it was dope to sit down, have a conversation with him. Again, if you watched it, y'all know I have a list of names on this post-it that's been on my wall right here, and his name is second on this list. So it was just crazy because like I didn't reach out to him. So that was I think that's the wildest thing about it. Some people on that list, I have personally reached out to them to see like, oh, like, you know, would you be able to like, would you be down? And I'm kind of just like shooting a fucking a piece of sand at the beach because I'm sure they get so many DMs. So I think that's what made this interview so dope to me is because although I do tag him a lot, whether I'm wearing his sneakers or if I take some sneaker pictures or if I might just talking in general about him, I never personally reached out to ask him to be on Cloth Talk. So the fact that, you know, me just doing what I've been doing as far as like just continuing like to post on YouTube, do the Cloth Talks, make them into shorts and like, you know, X, Y, and Z. It is dope on my end that I didn't personally reach out to him. And I think that's what makes it so dope. And like, again, the lengths that he went through as far as like, you know, reposting it, sharing it to his followers, insane conversation. Definitely something that I will consider one of my favorite Cloth Talks. I probably should do that. I don't know when I'm going to do it. I've had a lot of great moments. Surprisingly, just because somebody has a high follower count, that wouldn't necessarily make it my favorite Cloth Talk. Because there are some conversations just about sneakers that like we didn't spend the whole 30 minutes just talking about like a specific sneaker. And like I feel like those moments always just feel like super dope to me. Maybe at the end of the year, I'll do like my favorite Cloth Talk moments. I'll try to figure out how to compile that because those are big ass files, bro. The Cloth Talks are like an hour and 30, bro. And I've been, you know, I do it bi-weekly. Some weeks I might just miss one and like do a sneaker review instead. But for the most part, I keep up with it. So that'd be a long ass video. But I think I should do like my favorite moments from Cloth Talk or like different segments. Something to that effect. But overall, shout out to Salehe, bro. Super down to earth dude. It was it didn't feel like I was talking to somebody where they were trying to use their position to kind of like belittle me or anything like that. It felt like we was just like literally just kicking it, chopping it up about his sneakers, other people's sneakers, his career, X, Y, and Z. So, yeah. But other than that, let's go to Hypebeast. I'm going to put some music on just to have something going on in the background instead of me just yapping. Let's see. Yeah. Check it. Yeah, I could have been a rapper though. Watch this, look. I'm just chilling on a nice sunny day. Just trying to get my cake. Man, what that could say? Shit. It's alright, it's okay. What Ice Cube say is gonna no! That ain't it, gang. Let's go to Hypebeast, bro. It is funny though. At one point in my life, I definitely wanted to be a rapper. I thought I was like, damn, I'm low-key putting this shit together. I was not putting it together, bro. I promise you that. Let's see what's going on. Yeah. This is what I'm gonna just put this out there, bro, because I feel like I swear on my life, bro, whenever I write something down or I say it, whenever I write something down and I actually say it, in some part, it comes true, bro. So look. Next year, I gotta be at Complex Con. There's no way. There's no shot I don't go to Complex Con next year. I have to. So I have to speak that. I have to speak that so it's out there. And I have to write that down. So next year I will be at Complex Con. I've been seeing little clips from different like content creators being at Complex Con. It just like it's a cool time. Get hands on things, see things in person. Some people do like very exclusive things to Complex Con. And I feel like I missed out, bro, because Daniel R. Sham did he did some I don't like stationary like pieces for Complex Con. And I feel like I would have loved to see that in person. Again, I have a Daniel R. Sham tattoo on my arm. I just love his work. So next year I will be at Complex Con for sure. Next year, in some degree, I've been doing Cloth Talk now for 2 years, gang. Hypebeast, tap in with me, bro. It could be a little mini segment. I'm talking like a little mini article. I'm talking like, you feel me? You didn't even got to be a whole thing. But I know they be working with content creators doing a little highlight. Hey, man. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. So, yeah. I feel like the next year, I typically do my goals at the end of the year. I'm about to dream real big next year. I ain't gonna lie to you. Next year's goals I'm gonna write down, I'm going shooting for the stars, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I have to. All right, let's get into these articles. I keep seeing these everywhere. I still don't like them, bro. These look like Cybertrucks. I'm not with it. I'm sure it feels amazing because it looks like they put a lot of work into it, but I don't know yet. I do not know yet. I will have to. Is this music loud? Why does it feel loud to me? Let me do a lo-fi. Hold on. I need a lo-fi joint. I don't know why I put on jazz. Like, who am I? Okay, cool. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm not sold on these yet. I gotta see these in person. These look like Cybertrucks. They look clunky. They look too big. I will say though, packaging, I'm not mad at it. Packaging, I'm not mad at it, bro. For $95, that's also not a bad price either. Yeah. I have to see those in person. I have to. I can't make a fair assessment because they look fucking chunky. Like these look like, if these weren't Nike, I would think it was like a gag shoe. Like it was like a, you know how Mischief or like that brand Essence does like characterization of like shoes from like different cartoon characters or like different movies. I feel like this is what this is kind of giving, bro. Like if it wasn't from Nike, I would assume that Mischief did this to say this is like a shoe from, you know, the Jetsons or something. Like that's what this feels like. But this could also mean they getting ahead of the bell curve and, you know, innovating and creating something completely different. So look, I can respect that too. 2 billion USD wiped from Counter-Strike market due to game update. I'm not sure what Counter-Strike is. This is something else that like I haven't seen these in person. I also haven't seen these in person. Wait. I haven't seen these in person, and I also have not been able to get my hands on them to like see like how it feels. This is something I still need to like really do my own assessment on. I can't take anybody's word for it. I don't know if somebody has dollars back in this. I don't know if somebody has, you know, but I have to figure out if these are comfortable because 3D printed shoes, to me, in my experience, have not been that. Undercover. UG. What's UG? GU? Did I say GU the whole time when I said UG? I don't know what GU is. Oh. Okay. I thought this was like a... Oh, damn, I don't want to go through all these pictures. I just want to find one thing. At first, I thought this was going to be like a undercover Aqua Team Hunger Force collab. Now, that would be fire. Somebody actually needs to do an Aqua Team Hunger Force collab. I can see Cactus Plant taking that and doing something really well with it. I can see Undercover doing something really good with an Aqua Team Hunger Force collab. Who else? What's another brand that I feel like would do the Aqua Team Hunger Force franchise justice? Damn, Denim Tears might. I ain't gonna lie. The way Frylock was preaching on the show, Denim Tears might do something. All right, let's go through the actual article now. Let me go through these pieces. Dyslexia for sure. You know what's funny? I didn't know what dyslexia was, but I remember I was watching the George Lopez show, and they portrayed what dyslexia was on a major scale. Like his son not being able to to do math or read. I was like, damn. Like I can understand it now. Supreme, they potentially. Yes. They potentially could. I don't know how I feel about Supreme after they did that YN shirt. I know they were saying Supreme New York, but that was YN's for sure. I'm not a fan of this. Off rip. And I'm sure this is if this is a leather jacket, it's upwards into the $400 or $500. I'm just overly cool. This is more my lane. This looks like a Capital piece that I almost bought 2 years ago. Kind of had this flighter denim jacket with a cord collar. Nah, I'm telling you, bro. George Lopez, that show would come on, bro. Because I think that came on Channel 53. I think that was on Nickelodeon. But when that show would come on, bro, I was seated, bro. I was sat. I was chilling. And when they had little marathons, it was over. Y'all remember how I always say certain sneakers are colorway specific on whether or not a silhouette can look good with the right colorway, but without the right colorway, without the right colorway, the silhouette could look trash. That's how some clothing items are too. So this is the same jacket, but I feel like with this denim wash versus this black wash, it loses all its characteristics with this black wash. This denim wash right here, this light denim wash here, you see the intricacies, you see the stitching, it feels like it's a well-crafted piece, but I feel like for whatever reason, when it gets the shades are darker, it kind of eliminates that and it kind of looks just basic and boring. I'm not saying that for all pieces that have, a darker tone, but I feel like certain aspects just look better. Nick at Night. Nah, Nick at Night used to be, bro. I feel like TV shows back then used to just mean something. Even the live action shows that be on Disney Channel or fucking Cartoon Network and Drake and Josh, Kenan and Kel, George Lopez, Teen Nick. I think Kenan and Kel was on, and Drake and Josh. But I feel like those live action shows used to bang. I'm skipping too fast. I don't like this. Off rip, just not my style. I've seen people do this very well, but not my style. Also, I can't tell if this is a mohair. If this is mohair, definitely can't do it. Definitely can't do the mohair. Yeah, this would be a no too. I wish my body was like susceptible to materials like this, but like I just get itchy. I then they like rip a hole through the sweater trying to like, I'm cool. Not a fan of this. This feels like CDG, like this feels like play. I'm not mad at this though. This is decent. Like this is okay. Not bad. I'm not in love with it. Definitely feels more like PacSun vibes. It feels like Hot Topic vibes. It feels like mainline or mainland. It also feels like Zoomies. But it's also not terrible though. Very traditional. Now, you see what I mean though? Like colorways, the color will make or break something. This is gas. This does not feel fire. This is fire. Even just like the buttons having like that, like, oh damn. Even just the buttons having like that brown to make that white and that red kind of like pop out more. Like, yeah, that's 10 times better than that blue one. In my opinion. Noise fries. I do want to know what the inspiration was for this. This definitely feels like Frylock. I ain't gonna lie to you. This feels like Frylock. And for those who don't know who Frylock is, because that show's been out there for at least like 2000. That show probably ended like 2015, realistically.
I know what I'm doing. I have no freaking idea what I'm doing. How long ago did you say this was? Thousands of years ago. The money's in there.
You look like a total dork in that hat. Thanks a lot for sending me once again.
Yeah, you get the point. Honestly, bro, Adult Swim back then used to be on some like Adult Swim back then when they was making shows like Super Jail, Aqua Team Hunger Force, Robot Chicken. Damn, what's another good Adult Swim TV show? I'm trying to find a very specific one in my mind and I can't think of it at the moment. But Adult Swim back then, they had the bangers. We not gonna sit here and lie. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I'm very interested on what the inspiration was behind this. Too basic. Too basic. This looks like something that you could find like at a swap meet. Mr. Meaty. Oh, pause. Hold on. Mr. Meaty used to go crazy. I ain't gonna lie. There's an episode of this show that freaked me out so much, and it was this one, the tapeworm. The tapeworm episode freaked me the fuck out, bro. But this was good. This is a crazy pull right now. I ain't gonna lie. Crazy pull of a memory that you just had to remember this. Mr. Meaty was a banger. The Oblongs for sure. That was something that I for sure watched. That was probably the beginning of brain rot. Oblongs was probably the beginning of like brain rot material. Not a fan of this. Anderson Bell does a lot of pants like this. I need to try a pair of pants like this to see like why so many people try to do this. Cause I see this from different brands. I think I even seen Our Legacy do something like this. I'm just not a fan of it. Yeah, nah. These look decent. I would rock these for sure. I want to know how much these things are priced at. I would not rock these. They look like they not fit for some boy and not fit for a guy that has, some hips on them. I'm a size 36 now. They had us watching some weird shit. Nah, bro. I feel like that early 2000, like 2015 2015 and down, 2000, let's say 2013 really, like 2013 and down, they were just greenlighting what the fuck ever. Every cartoon that somebody brought to the production companies, they were like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and make it. Let's see. They were testing everything under the sun, bro. Because some shows never came back. The weirdest was off the air. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Damn, no, you have a, this is a crazy. I'll tell you what show that really had me freaked out. What's the dude that has, it's like a snake arm and like horse body. This show was, this is OG brain rot. I ain't gonna lie. This show was OG brain rot. This is where it started. So like everybody be talking about kids today, like, oh, like, you know, this brain rot is getting bad. But like they had us watching shows like this, bro. This show made no sense. There was no purpose to it. None. There was nothing of substance to the show. Who greenlit this? You know what type of drugs you have to be on? But nothing beats this though. Nothing beats Super Jail. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Super Jail has some hits, some banger episodes. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's why my attention span is so low. Let's look at these. I'll give credit where credit's due. I've been pretty harsh when it comes to the jellyfish. I have not been liking the colorways. I feel like this is a very specific, like you have to have the right colorway to make this shoe look good. I will give this one the okay. This is decent. This is better than that orange. This is better than that bullshit gray they dropped. This is better. Is it perfect? No. That brown and yellow pair, that's the perfect pair. This is the perfect pair. Anything else is not up for discussion right now. This is the perfect pair. Like, if we're not talking about those, we're not talking about anything. But these are decent. These are decent. I will give them that. Still got to put you on regular show. Yeah, I do need to get hit to the regular show. I tried to, one TV show that I do need to revisit and like rewatch from like chronological order. Adventure Time. I want to watch Adventure Time from episode 1 all the way to the end. I've only watched it in bits and chopped pieces. I want to follow the full storyline. Also, random Flapjack. This is another show that was just fucking brain rot to the max. I still don't know what the purpose of this show was. Like they was trying to reach this Candy Island or whatever. This show was for sure a part of that brain rot era. The original brain rot. This is probably gonna be bad. Call of Duty merch. I could respect them though for like trying to be back on the scene. It's not bad. I bet the front is annoying. They could have shrunk this down potentially. Like this isn't bad. This is good. This is good logos. They could have shrunk this down just a little bit. I get us a partnership. But like I wish they would have shrunk that a little bit. Would have made it, I made it like a patch and put it here. I think they could have went the simpler route here, but overall this does look good. Those aren't terrible. I personally still would take a Dremel to the back of this and get rid of this. Episode's only like 15 minutes. Watch after hype beat segment. Wait, watch what? Regular show? Call of Duty Black Ops 7. Yeah, I would probably still take a Dremel to the back of these pants to try to get rid of this logo and kind of have like a distressed look. But the wash on this is actually pretty good. I like this. I don't like it there. It's not terrible. It's subtle. It's not terrible. It's subtle. I like the way that they did the contrasting though. Versus like you see it here. And then the contrast with the black, that looks good. Yeah. This isn't bad. This is a good approach. I ain't gonna lie. I'll do it. Is there a specific episode though? I want to watch a good episode out the gate. I like that. What's on the front? Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Scully. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. I'll give it that. It's not terrible. I think this brand needs to go through like a restructure. I think, you know, they got put on for the way that they like their brand was kind of like thought of, but I feel like people have kind of grown out of like this. I could be wrong. People could be still be buying Antisocial Club like at a high rate, but I feel like back then it was definitely more a thing. Like when Pyrex and like Antisocial Club and like Yeezy was really popping. But that ain't bad though. I get it for the sense of like the collab. Like they have to make sure that they kind of appease both. Picking the episode? All right, bet. Damn, boy, I know somebody. Hold on. I know somebody look just like. I know somebody look just like this nigga. Hold on. I just saw this actually. I was watching some anime earlier. I saw this pop up on my recommended. Maybe I should give it. I know somebody look just like this though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I know somebody look just like. I gotta take a picture of this shit. Oh my god, I'm about to start crying, bro. I know somebody look just like this. Oh my god, bro. Hey, I'm about to start crying, bro. Oh my god. There's no way, bro. I'm fucking weak. Hey, I need to click out this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit got me crying, bro. Oh, alright, bro. That shit is hilarious, bro. It's kind of gas. I'm still not a watch person. Chainsaw Man. Receive anime adaptation. Shout out to Chainsaw Man. I tried to read this. It's hard to read this. Is this their second collab? Is this the same brand that did like the green with the orange? They got the white with the red. It's the white with the red. I get down with it. They might be 2 for 2 here. They might have had more collabs, but like so far from the 2 I've seen, this is solid. This silhouette is like fire though. It also just looks really. It looks really intricate too. Like look at all like the little like the details in the meshing. Like shit's actually fire. Yeah, they might be 2 for 2 here. The little slight hit of red, I'll get down with it. Now these heat. This is a great summer shoe. This will bang in summer. 3, well, I was about to say 2 is still kind of crazy, but I could get that. I could understand that. Yeah, these joints. Oh, these not the same. But yeah, they went crazy here. They definitely 2 for 2. That's some good shit. Yeah, I talked about those. Interesting. This not my steez. I feel like what would make me feel better about this is if this was a different texture. I don't like this texture down here. It feels off-putting. It doesn't feel like it's like flowing completely. Now, if this match, like if these two panels match, then I feel like it'll kind of like make a little bit more sense. But like for me, I can't just like it's not reading properly. What is the They do look long as hell. And you were like a 13 too. Yeah, these would be boats. It's like a high performance type shoe. This looks like a tennis shoe. Tennis, badminton, running, cycling. This could potentially look like a cycling shoe. Nah, not really. Not cycling. Damn, Undercover been putting in some work. They're low-key been putting in some work. Who is this with? New Hello Kitty. The beanie's hard though. The beanie's hard. Hat, I don't like the shape. The bag is hard. I wouldn't buy it, but the bag is hard. I could appreciate it for what it is. That bag is hard. You'll fuck around. I think this was a Gucci collab or something like this. Is fire. Okay, love a good knick-knack. Like the packaging. Little keychain. Yeah, I mean, not really my vibe, but some good pieces in there. Mostly the bags though, and that beanie. That beanie's tough. Cool. I'm good. Camper Supercharge. Like Camper Lab? I think of the right company. Oh, Camper. Okay, yeah. I'll think of something else. Camper. Looks like a Balenciaga. Now, this company makes some great fucking like loafer derby type shoes. I don't know about sneakers. This is like my first time really seeing like their sneakers, but like their loafers. Two-tone joints. What's the silhouette I'm thinking of? Even these joints. Crazy. Derby? Is that the word I'm thinking of? I don't know what I'm thinking of. But they do very unique footwear. Like I've seen, of course, like I've seen like these shoes, but then they also do like a woven pattern up here with like it's like multicolor. Like I've been keeping my eye on that brand, but overall, I'm not really feeling this. And I'm not feeling this. Like this angle looks good, but when we get to this one, it's just too much shoe. Definitely not really into that. But this is a great company. Well, I feel like this music is so loud. Or am I just tweaking? Damn. It's low-key kind of heat. Not gonna lie. I would definitely rock these. Ooh, this the pair too. This is the pair too. I would for sure rock these. Ooh, this colorway fire too. I would swap the laces for something else. But this colorway fire, that green is... That gum bottom too? Yeah. Now these heat look like Morel shoes. Morel's a good company too. Morel's another good company. Is this music loud? I ain't gonna lie, this game is not meant for people who have a job, bro. I played this game for I probably got a logged amount of time of like 30 minutes, bro, playing this game. This game is not meant for people who have a job, bro. Can't do it. Can't do it. I'm not about to stress myself out fighting the boss 364. I'm cool, gang. This look fire. That's actually heat. I get down with this. Yeah, I know. I don't know. All right, cool. It just sounds loud on my end there. Oh, they going crazy. Hold on now. They might be going crazy. Hold on. Damn. These are tough though. The way that the background is pairing with like the activity, these are tough. I can't lie. Nah, they actually went crazy. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that's good. It feels like obviously you see the monogram in the back, but it feels so different that like it feels so different to where like it doesn't even feel like Louis Vuitton. Like I feel like you'll have to like my eyes are drawn to the activities that people are doing, like the bush here, the people, and I'm like, oh, it's like Louis Vuitton. Like I see skating first versus, you know, seeing that monogram. And I feel like that's what like a lot of people like that era of like people just rocking big ass logos, rocking monogram, whether it be the bags, the beanies. And I feel like that era is just gone, bro. Like nobody wants like that on there so much. Maybe a beanie and like a headwear piece. Like I could see that. But like when it's subtle, I just feel like it has more oomph versus just being the staple piece. Nah, they pushing this silhouette though. This silhouette is getting pushed. I ain't try that out soon. What else is going on? I don't know, dude. I was mainly Xbox for the majority of my life. I had a PlayStation 2 past that. I always had an Xbox. I feel like at this point, if you're not in the game, like stop just giving us a new priced at $1,000, bro. Like, stop just giving us, like, you feel me? Like, if I'm not physically able to get in the game or like, you know, got the Oculus on and I'm in the game, stop giving a new system, bro. Just like update the hardware or something. Because paying $1,000 for another system in this economy is, come on, gang. Come on, bro. Like, we ain't really doing that no more. All right, cool. Let's go to Complex. Let's go to Complex. See, this is the type of shit that I'm upset I didn't get. This is a hard shirt, bro. This shirt is hard. I ain't gonna lie. That hoodie hard too. I ain't gonna lie, man. I might have to get that hoodie, bro. I ain't got cats in here. I might have to get the hoodie. That shit tough, bro. Hey, bro, listen. That was it was a great shot. I was like, I remember I gotta fake it out just a little bit. Add a little something to it. I might have to buy one of these Complex pieces, bro. I ain't gonna cap to you. One of these pieces might have to get copped. Damn, that would have been tough. Interview Matt from corporate got him. Wait, who's that? Am I not hip? If I type this in as wait. I'm weak, bro. Chill. Now we still cool, bro. You know I still rock with you, gang. Good shit though. We go look. Me and Plenty we gonna have a chance to chop it up next week. We gonna have some real live and direct conversations. Oh, okay. Good shit. Man, look, that's all it is, man. Just work. Just put that work in. Love to see it. Yeah, I gotta get this shirt. I ain't gonna lie. I have to get this shirt. I had to get that shirt, and then that hoodie kind of tough too. But I don't really like pullovers. I like zip ups. Damn. All right, cool. Let's go back to the home page. Let's go with sneakers. Every sneaker dropping at Complex Con 2025. J Tips, Poison Ivy. Now, initially, this has definitely been like, I think he like dropped like 5 or 6 of these. These are definitely in the top 2. That purple pair, I still think is the best one from this whole drop, but this pair is definitely number 2. Jungles A6. Damn, want to add another picture? Mr. Bailey, Adidas. These look tough. These do look good. Whenever I see shoes like this, though, my main concern is always like, are they heavy or is this light? Because obviously the upper is very light. I can see through it, but like this bottom piece is like a lot of material. Hidden NY A6. I'm not mad at it. It's simple, but it also feels unique enough to where like it could stand out amongst other collabs. Like I know this, like looking at this shoe, I know this isn't a GR. And that's always a good thing. Crocs, I do want a pair of these. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would like a pair of these. I'm gonna try to bully my way into getting a pair of these. I'm going to try. Have they announced yet? Or am I tripping? I ain't seen no. My homie ain't updating me. Or nothing. What's the top sneaker from Complex? Hellstar, Adidas Superstar, and Pass. This colorway is fire. Not gonna lie to you. The Vandy, these was decent. These was decent. Pleasure Reeboks. They don't look bad though. This looks like that silhouette that like, man, I'm forgetting the name of it right now. Oh yeah, the Premiere. Yeah, no, this looks like a good sneaker. When smoke clears. Vans old school. I couldn't believe it when I saw it, but I think I saw a pair of the Vans souvenir pairs going for like $6,000, and I don't think that was accurate. So I gotta go to. Let me go to StockX. Let me go to StockX. Okay, cool. Maybe like that was like a little glitch in the system. I saw people trying to resell these pairs for like $6 bands. Definitely not worth it. Hell, even my size, 461. No, bro. I'm good. Overly good. But these colorways are genuinely not as great. They're not as great in comparison to this pair or even like that second pair they dropped that kind of had like the same aesthetic. But I would take the white ones though. They're decent. They're different. They're unique. All that. I get down with it. I saw a Yachty like get a pair of the white joints. I feel like I don't like the white joints as much as I do the black ones here. But overall, good 95. Overall, good 95. This is great news. In the sense of, I don't want any major company to have dominant share over nothing. I don't have any stake in any company. I'm not sponsored by any company. Nike, Adidas, Asics, Solomon, none of that. So I love when more people could like enter the space, come back, revitalize a brand, and get some cool shit, get some different shit, rock some different shoes. Don't have to always rock the same shoes. I'm always on board for that. No. Atmos. I'm surprised. This is Atmos. This is a no. No. I'm not sold. No. Decent. No. Decent. Yes. Yeah. I mean, nice little lineup. I'm sure there was more stuff that was dropped that just wasn't in this article. But again, mark my words. I will be at Complex Con next year. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Damn, they ain't dropped no videos, no nothing. They really got hit by the system. They got hit by the man, bro. That shit wicked. Let's see. All right, let me just. So my homie who was at Complex Con, has sent me a message, and he said that, where'd that message go? So far, the top sneakers from the year that they've talked about are the Shies. So far, they've talked about these shoes being in the top sneakers of the year, which honestly, again, innovation, something different, something new. I'm always gonna rock with that. This is a sneaker that I said I would rock. I don't know when I'm gonna get these. These are definitely on like the plan to get them in the future, just not at the moment, just because there's other sneakers I would definitely want over these. But I think there's a lot that can be done with these. So not mad at it. Next, they said the Infinite Archive 17s. And I already talked about these, bro. These are definitely, like, without a doubt, bro. It's without a doubt. I didn't think I would see people, like, 17s have always been around, but, like, people was like, you know what I mean, headhunting for these. And I would never think that a 17 would be in, like, a Grail shoe category. But it is now. I definitely need to get a pair of these, bro. These are insane. Definitely deserving of it. Even just the packaging and all that, like definitely. If we ain't talking about AE2, they ain't talking about that. He said the Yachty Air Forces are in that conversation, which, to be fair, this is a good shoe. Now, these were not good. These were not good. But these are definitely good. So I will give them that. I've seen these in person a multitude of times. Kind of giving like that Bapes the vibe from back in the day, especially with the colorway. It's a good shoe. Colorway, immaculate. It's a great summer shoe too. So yeah. Next, what do you say? Yachty Forces Metallic 5s. Now this is personally, having hiccups at my big age is crazy. The Metallic 5s. I know everybody's not going to agree with this. I just feel like, personally, sneakers that are retros from other sneakers from back in the day, I don't feel like they should be in the top, bro. I feel like things that should be in the top sneakers of the year should be things that's like new, different, unique, stand out. I just feel like it's an easy grab to put shoes that like, because in that case, every Jordan under the sun that got, you know, retro this year could be in top 5, top 10, top 20. And like some definitely deserve it. But like if we talking about top sneakers this year, bro, I'm not putting a retro of a sneaker that already came out in my top list ever. Personally. But I do understand it though. I understand it, but I find there are so many different people who have had collabs, so many different brands that like push the boundaries with sneakers, that like putting something that already been retro, that's already been a fan favorite, you know, when it debuted, just doesn't feel as, it just feels like a quick, like, you know, we want to make sure we adhere to our brand partners versus like, hey, here's, you know, another sneaker that could have got that because like it was different, it was new, it stood out and all that. So yeah. Billie Eilish 15s. Is that the yellow joints? Oh, you talking about these? Did she just get a new one? Like that yellow and that blue joint? I ain't gonna lie, this beat kicking though. Motherfucker kicking though. The impact the 5 had embeds it in the top sneakers of the year. Definitely. It just wouldn't get close to my top 5. I don't think it would get close to my top 10 either. Personally. Like, I can understand its impact. Its impact has been building up. When did the Metallic 5s initially drop? Initially. So, a sneaker, I don't know how accurate this is, you know, but we're going to take it for what this is, what face value this is. A sneaker that came out in 1990 and did a retro back in 2025. What I'm saying is you have built up the hype and the history and the culture of this sneaker. It was a fight at Complex Con today over shit. Nah, the culture might be healing itself, bro. If people still duking it out over sneakers, the culture might be back. But this is what I'm saying though. Let me just break this down. Because I'm not saying the Jordan 5 does not deserve its, accolades. I'm just saying from 1990 to 2000, 2007, 2011, 2016, and 2025, you've had the capability to cultivate multiple different generations at this point to like this shoe. So like, it's not even like a putting in the top sneakers of the year. It just feels like a snub because like people who are just maybe got like a new collab or like a new silhouette that was introduced in 2025, you haven't had the chance to really cultivate an audience for the past however many years that you've seen the Jordan 5 Metallics. Like, you feel me? That's what I'm just saying. The Grapes released the same year. Nobody bat an eye. The Grapes. The Grapes. We comparing the Grapes to the Metallic 5s? I don't know. Those don't really hold. They don't really hold the same weight. Nah, 803, bro. You can't just drop that off and then not respond. What shoe were people duking it out over? That needs to get answered. Hold on. What else do you say though? The next shoe was the Levi's 95. Let's see. Levi 95s. I will give them that. This was a good one. Texture wise, collab wise, X, Y, and Z, like cool. I'll give them that. This is a pretty good one. Two heritage brands, been around for a long time. Obviously Levi's, I don't know. Is Levi's an older company? I think they have to be. Like, they was like during like the gold rush and shit. Yeah, I'm tripping. Yeah, I'm overly tripping. Yeah, I'll give them that. This was a good shoe though, overall. They had years to build that following though. I'm not arguing. They're both retros. That's what I'm saying at the end of the day. Like, they're both retro sneakers. I'm sure, the next time they retro the Grapes might be the year that, like, actually, let me see. Actually, no. Awake 5s are in that conversation, he said. Which is different. It's unique. I don't personally love them. I knew these were going to end up in that conversation when they came out. I don't personally love these, but I can understand it though. I can understand it though. I can definitely understand it. They are dope. They are different. I'll get down with it. I would put these, like if I had to like, these would go above wherever I would place the, the metallics. These would go over the metallics. Not because I'm trying to shit on the metallic. I'm just saying like, this is different. This is unique. This is like, it stands out. So if I'm like recapping shoes from the years, I'm going to put this shoe above the metallic. Let's see. Taxis. Shout out to the taxis, man. I seen these get played out in real life. I seen a pair of these so bad, bro. The taxi was looking like it got crushed. We don't we don't make the rules, man. We I hope though. Hey though, check it out though. Maybe my voice will get so big in the industry that I say, man, I'm making my own list. And people go listen. Yeah, it's almost November. I would honestly stick it. Most companies don't do anything, especially like in like December is wrapping up the last ones that they probably already had in the tank. I personally would wait till like November, but like that's holiday, it's kind of impeding on people's like either travel, business. They trying to wrap up Q4, all the other, things they wrapping up the end of the year, X, Y, and Z. So like, I could get it. It's like ending of October leading into November. I get it to a certain degree. I'm sure the price for certain, venues and all that spike up going into November and December. So yeah, it's probably like a business thing versus like actually wanting to doing it that time. Honestly, what they should do is this would be popping. It'll almost give like old MTV vibes. Like, cut it off from like one summer to the next. So like Complex Con being in the summer when people able to move around for real, and you're not messing up people with like family time and all that other shit going into the holiday. Most businesses wrap up, especially in the retail space, so sneakers will fall into that category. People trying to make that dollar, but do it in the summer? Oh, that'd be fire. So just start from the end of this, from one summer to the next, be like, okay, this is like the sneakers. You know what I mean? But that's just me being selfish. These kind of gas. Kind of like this. I kind of like that. It reminds me of like another Air Max. I can't put my finger on it right now, but this reminds me of another Air Max. And so he don't want to hit me back. They must be talking that good shit at Complex Con. They gotta be, bro. Or they took everybody's phone. I ain't gonna lie, bro. When teachers used to try to do that back in like high school, bro, you ain't taking my phone, gang. You're not taking my phone. I'm just keeping it real with you, bro. Teachers try to get on their high horse, give me your phone or go to the office. Look, I'm going to the office, man. You ain't taking that. They came out over a year ago? Oh. I guess they doing like another a release or something. That's still my statement still stands. These heat, I like them. Statement still stands. Also, something else that used to fry me in like high school, bro, and middle school, like teachers that come to school with an attitude. It's like, bro, like you think you the only person that be having family issues at home and you bring them to work? Like, gang, everybody ain't just happy all the time. Like the fuck? Like, teacher used to come to school mad as a bitch, bro. Like yelling at everybody because like your husband left. Like, gang, I'm sorry. Like we didn't cause that. Don't come in here yelling at us and fucking making us feel bad. Shit, just take a day off. Oh God, bro. Hold on. Nah, teachers used to be on a power trip. It was ridiculous. And then they'll always say some shit like, oh, this isn't gonna fly when you get to college. I swear, college professors way more lenient than any high school teacher ever was. Not gonna lie. It's like, oh, they're not gonna let you do this in college, so you better get this. You better tighten this up before you get there. Who are you? Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you talking to me? Yo, John Jones was good, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. What's funny is even with that interview, bro, I was like, I had so many more questions, but it's like I didn't want to cut him off. I kind of like just like whenever he was like on his run of like explaining something, I was like, cool, like I'm gonna just let him have his run because like people who are gonna pull up to watch that are just going to watch that because they're like they see him. They don't necessarily want to hear me talk. Like I'm just there to provide the questions and him to give the answers. But I had so many more questions I want to ask, bro. But he had like another meeting after that meeting, so I was like, damn, like if I had just like a little bit more time, I could ask him like just a little bit more questions. But overall, though, he is a solid dude, bro. Very solid dude. It's even funny too, like in the interview, and I like rewatched it back. I'm just like, you could tell he's not used to. Bro, do you know how many people asked me what was the name of the company that he bleeped out? I got so many text messages about that particular part specifically. So many I'm like, bro, like I can't even do it, bro. I can't even do it. I ain't even gonna let him get caught up like that. I can't do it. I'm gonna have some integrity. I can't mess up bro name. And then like it get back to him and they thinking like, damn, he over here sliding us for no reason. What's funny is that interview happened like almost a month ago. And I'm kind of glad that it didn't release until this weekend because I feel like a lot of people prime example, Kids and Immigrant, Air Max and Lights came out after all of the publication published their end list. A lot of them ended up dropping off their list at the very end of 24, including the Complex. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, right? He low-key providing some he backing up his claim. Cause those Kids and Immigrants was fire too. Kids and Immigrants was gas. You did good regards. I've seen some of the interview before, and some new info regarding some of the same stories came out. So that's it. Yeah. And that's what it's like. You could tell that, like, the good thing about that is he doesn't do a lot of interviews. So, like, it was also kind of hard because since he doesn't have a lot of interviews, it was hard for me to, like, kind of craft my own questions, but also, like, the interview itself was supposed to, like, center around the book, and I wasn't able to get the book prior to the interview. So it was like, I'm trying to ask questions about ask more particular questions about the book, but then also, like, ask personal questions I've been wanting to ask for a while. But then also he doesn't do a lot of interviews. Like, I was watching old, like, Joe Budden ones and, like, you know, ones that was like 5 years ago, and it's like this is the most I've seen him talk for real. So, like, some of the stuff that he was mentioning was very candid, and you could tell that he doesn't really talk about a lot of that stuff. So yeah, for sure. No. Listen, y'all going back and forth on this. I'm telling y'all, bro. Let Complex Con be a summer thing. Y'all, bro, think about, like, the concerts that could happen, the summer vibes at Complex Con, like, and just do, like, a recap of the year. I don't think the year has to, like, well, obviously the year isn't based on the actual calendar year because they do it in October. But, like, I'm telling y'all, bro, a summer Complex Con, that'd be heat. That'd be heat. What the was I looking at? All right, cool. I don't know what was going on my screen though. So move Complex Con in January. Like the Grammys, I'm telling you, bro, that should be a movie, bro. When people traveling too, when people, like, you know, the sun out, people feeling good, like, it'd be lit. Did anybody get any of the sponge feet? Nah, I plan to get a pair of those though. That colorway that he released at Complex Con, those look decent. They look decent. I'm gonna have to get a pair. This is the pair that, like, this pair and then this pair for sure are the best ones. John Jones. Oh, weak. Nah, but that'd be hella funny. I just my girlfriend actually just bought me the book too. I'm excited to get the book in hand. I think that's coming tomorrow. The book gonna be lit overall. I think it's just like I think also we have a hard time just as like a community, also as a culture. We have a hard time acknowledging people when we hear, like, fully. Cause I take it for example, even like what's his name? Damn, name slipped so quick. As soon as I try to think about it. People be having hive mind. Yeah, for sure. And, like, I've said this on numerous occasions. My whole thing is, like, who wants to rock the same shoes over and over? Who wants to rock the same shoes over and over? Like, I love Jordans. Love them. I love Nikes. I love some Adidas shoes. Love them. Who wants to rock the same shoes over and over? I like different shit. I like unique shit. I like shit that stands out. I like people who push the boundaries to be like, damn, like, I've never even thought about a shoe like this. Like, that's the shit that's cool. We could always keep the retros, you know, the Galaxy Phone posits. Those are always going to be fan favorites. But, like, I like different, unique, standout shit. I like things that I don't really see too many people rocking. That's why even like some of the shoes that I have in my closet, EBGBs. Now you have been saying that for a while though. Plenty been sticking by that. What's that called? That trypophobia? Plenty go lead a live right now. He gonna lead a live right now. But yeah, sneakers. Yeah, you all good, 803. That video is gonna pick up steam, I feel like, after Complex Con. Most people who like really care about sneakers and conversations about sneakers from like certain people, like they're in Complex Con, they're in like the trenches of it all. I think, next week, I feel like I will see a pickup in engagement on it. It's already been performing well. As far as like just a cloth talk alone, performing tremendously well. And also I'm just appreciative for the video itself. Like, nah, he on your ass, bro. I'm just appreciative for it. I got a bunch of followers from when he reposted the video. Story views went up, obviously. I feel like people are like, who the fuck is this? So I think it'll be an interesting start of next week once people are like back to their like regular lives from being at Complex Con and people are having time to actually tune into the video. But overall though, it is a good conversation from somebody who's actually in the ethos of footwear and has been doing a lot of crazy work. So, but now it's time for me to get that other person. He was busy with Complex Con. He couldn't get back to my emails. I was like, okay, cool. That's fine. Now it's time to get that other person. We need to solidify that date. That'll be a great thing. I'm trying to get 2 more people on the list. I'll be a happy man. 2 more people on the list, which I think could happen. I just need to be a little bit more relentless with my approach. Oh, I didn't turn the music off. Damn. Anything else? I ain't get some sleep. Anything else? Nigel came out and they dropped the brick by bricks, so I grabbed them at the end. Damn. Let's see. All right, so my homie just sent me the picture. This is the top 10 sneakers that they said for 2025. The Converse Shy Butter Pair. I already talked about those. Oh, what the fuck? Damn, Mike just fell and shit. Hold on now. That shit scared me for a second. All right. F regular show, huh? No, I actually will watch one. All right, so Converse Shies is number 10. Number 9, Infinite Archive Jordan 17s. Number 8, Little Yachty Nike Air Force 1. We talked about those. I think those are deserving. Air Jordan 5 Black Metallics at number 7. Number 6, the Levi's Air Max 95. Oh, I'm about to disagree with this list already. Oh my God. The top 5 is actually the... Can tell you from the West. Shy. I said, wait, what? Oh, shy. Okay. This top 5 is no. At number 5, Awake Air Jordan 5, the Arctic Pink pair. The Jordan 5 Awake collab. At number 4. We got those damn Pharrell Adidas Jellyfish Orange. There is no way in hell that shoe is number 4 on that list. There's no way. I'm not doing it. Not happening. That's not ever making it on my list, bro. Unless it's that brown and yellow pair, it's not ever making it on my list. At number 3, they got the Nike Air Max 95 Neon. At number 2, I think this could have been predicted by everyone, the undefeated Jordan 4. A retro. And at number 1, which I definitely think this is like a deserving sneaker. At the number 1 slot, they have the Nigel Air Jordan 4, the brick by brick. This is a very questionable list. I ain't gonna lie. It's not a retro? What's not a retro? Oh, well, like, they never released, technically. They never, like, it was never like a mass production for them, right? That's what you're saying? What are you saying here? He said Nigel came out and they dropped the brick by brick, so I grabbed them at the end. Damn, that's kind of fire. New shoes. I mean, they is new shoes. They are new shoes. Jellyfish is not top 3 though. There's no way. Jellyfish is not top 3. Now the bricks heat though. You can't do that. We not about to do that. The bricks heat. We can't do that. We can't do that one, bro. I'm not gonna let you do that one. We can't do that. The bricks are heat. Hold on. Cause plenty keep bringing up a shoe. I don't. Maybe my mind is. What is the AE? Oh. I see what you're saying now. I don't know, Plenty. Is that because you have these? I don't know. Is it because you have these? He's decent, I ain't gonna lie. He's decent. I can't hold you. What the hell? John bugging out. If that shoe was a GR, nobody would care about that shoe. I don't know. I feel like most people, when they see a monochrome shoe, is that the word? Monochrome? Like, for example, let's say like the Red Octobers, or like the the all red Roshi runs, or like, like I feel like those type of shoes always, for the most part, if it's like a color, they actually hit. But I could be wrong. Nah, that's for sure why Plenty said that. That's for sure. No J Tips is crazy. I think going back to 803's point, the complex list it always does feel a little too like, it feels like they're trying to set themselves up for next year as far as like exclusivity you know, being able to like, you know, talk to certain people or whatever the case may be. Or they might just have insider info about things that are to come, you know, next year or things like, I don't know. Like it does always just feel like, how did y'all get to this? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a top sneakers of the year list. Top 10 is kind of excessive. I fight. Nah, I gotta do top 10. I was about to say I could do a top 5, but that'd be hard. That'd be hard. I have to do a top 10. But I know Complex also does a another list for like collabs. So I'm interested to see that list. Or they did it last year as far as like the best collab sneaker last year, or like they do things like that as well. So I'm interested to see what that is as well. Yeah, I love you, but I'm busy. No, yeah. These is heat too. Very heat. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Them Yachties is fire. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. We not doing that at all. I can't let you do that, Plenty. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. But I will say though, actually I'm not gonna do that. I can't do that right now either. I'm not doing that one either. I'm gonna make an internet list video. Yes, bro. Get on your videos, bro. Make that video. Now that you said it in here, you have to make it happen. Me and Plenty go be on your head, boy. What sneaker am I thinking of? Damn. My mind just be going. Bro, what? What's heat about them? The colorway. The colorway is fire. That patent leather, fire. Kind of like giving like that homage to like, you know, OG Bapesters. Like it's just like it's a nice blend of colors, which most sneakers, that's what they are. Not saying he's not fire though. It's crazy though. That's pretty wild. That's pretty wild. And Plenty not gonna. I mean, 803 ain't gonna have a camera on. What's up, y'all? I can't show my face, but what it is. He showed up on your shit. Hey, okay, talk your shit then. Talk your shit then. Oh, I don't know. What's so interesting too is sneakers are like, oh yeah, nah. See, Plenty. I mean, 803 get it. Those Yachties for sure deserving. Absolutely deserving. Now oh my God, bro. Nah, John Jones, you spitting, bro. That black and purple pair is insane. I'm trying to find a picture of that. Dude, my brain can't even. Maybe off impact. Why wouldn't the babes that just released be in there? What babes? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to babes, I usually. Are you talking about that pack? That pack? I didn't know what you're talking about first. I didn't know what you're talking about first. I need to pull up this one sneaker real quick. I gotta pull these up. So I don't know when they drop in, but these are absolutely going in my grill sneakers when they drop. This pair right here. This drop right here. Absolutely. These are a must. Must. I'm not even joking. These are going to be a pair of shoes that I will do the absolute most for. I can't remember who said they didn't like these, but these are fire, bro. The textures, the laces, the colorway, these are going to get caught without a doubt. Yeah, I think when it comes to those Bape, shoes, Bape as a whole has kind of lost its stronghold after like the faces of the people that like used to back the company. So of course back then, like they were aligning themselves with people like, you know, Brian Dunley, Pharrell, Nigo, people who had, you know, a real impact on culture, people who were pushing the balance back then. The same thing that the Jordan brand kind of gets hindered from is like retroing things that they already done. I feel like they also suffer from that just a tad bit because like this isn't their first Marvel pack. And it's like most people who are like collectors of like this, like those from the past. If that, I don't know if that I'm making sense or not. But overall, I don't like them. I want to, but they're just not hitting. Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so you've been asking for this this regular show. I'm gonna give it a chance. Damn, I gotta buy it? No. Nah. Wait, what is this?
And Daniel.
And then after that, I'll probably jump off this. Wait, what? Oh yeah, nah, you tripping. All right, let's see what this talk about. Let's see if I can get into it. I would love to do, if I just had like an audience, because you know I mostly talk about sneakers. I might do this on like Twitch. I would love to just like on some like Saturday morning type shit, just like back in the days when I used to get a big ass bowl of cereal and pour the milk before the cereal because that's the way you're supposed to eat it, and like just watch cartoons, bro. That'd be a vibe. I asked you. I said, what's a good episode? You said clips? I thought these were episodes. I thought these were episodes. I don't know. Let me I gotta go to sleep, man. I got work tomorrow. It's gonna be a long week next week. Plenty. I'll see you next week, my boy. We got that call talk, and I think we're going live together on Thursday. So that's gonna be fun. First time we actually chop it up on a live. But I need to go to sleep though. I got work tomorrow. I can't do it. But I ain't gonna lie, 803. If you want to do that, I'm down for doing that. I will watch that show. I just don't think I'll do it on YouTube. I think I'll do it on like Twitch or something like that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But again, shout out to everybody that pulled up to the live, whether you're watching a VOD now or you pull up to a live. Appreciate everybody. Go watch that Salehe interview, man. Watch it in full totality. What else? Like it, comment on it, show some love to the video, man. That is definitely going to help. I think other people that I eventually want to get on, I think they see the engagement, they see the viewership, which it shouldn't matter, but that always does matter to certain individuals. They see that, they gonna want to jump on to have a good conversation. So definitely watch that video. There's some good gems in there. Leave a comment, like the video, and share it if you want to. But other than that, man, I will catch y'all on Tuesday for the next live. Always appreciate y'all. And yeah, man. Y'all know I can't end a live, bro. So I'm going to tell y'all about this one time when I was in middle school. Actually, no, I'm going to tell you about this time I cussed out my teacher in high school. It was in Spanish class, bro. And like, I was just like really just like up until a certain age, bro, I was just being defiant for no reason, bro. I remember like, I forget what she told me to do, and I didn't do it. And she was like, oh, no, this is what happened. So I started getting really serious about my life in high school. Anything past that, I didn't really give a like. I couldn't tell you what I was gonna be. I didn't care about anything, bro. But when I got to high school, I started caring, so I started putting more effort into school. And she was like delaying and dragging her feet on inputting my grades, bro. And like it was around the time that like progress reports was about to drop, so like they was about to send that shit to Maz. Like Ma Dukes was gonna look at my grades, and I was like, bro, you need to input my shit. And she was like dragging her feet. So I had like a F, bro, and I'm like, I don't have an F. I've been turning in everything. So I'm like, I keep asking her, and I tweaked on her, bro. I'm like, man, yo, bitch had me playing too much. I'm like, I like flashed on her, bro, and like, she was like, oh my God, don't. I'm like, bro, like I was like, I'm mad I even got out of body like that, because it was like, bro, just put the grades in. That is your only job. Teach us and put the grades in. You about to send me home with an F on my report card? I mean, on my progress report? And I'm gonna have to explain that. And then I'm not gonna be able to go nowhere for the weekend. So no, you're not about to ruin that shit. So I cussed her out and I got in trouble anyways. So moms came up to the school, ended up finding out that her husband, the lady's husband, works with my mom. So that was like a whole fiasco, bro. Don't cuss out your teachers. Moral of the day. Lesson of the day, don't cuss out your teachers.